What's up? You know who it is. Back again, Big Hendo Unplugged, bro. You know who I got. A special guest in the building. Hey.
I got the hookup, baby. You can call me Master P. Niggas talking like I ain't the guy, swear that shit blasphemy.
Get 'em.
Couple hitters on the squad, 2 snaps and they a blasphemy. And you become the victim, dog. You just another casualty. Welcome
Sham
to the
Blak,
jungle.
baby.
This a live environment. Middle of this motherfucker, you inside the lion's
Don't
den.
hurt 'em, baby.
With a purpose, as soon as these niggas surface, smacking you in, man. He got them ugly dudes in
That's
person.
enough, man.
Raised
That's
by cold
enough.
killers,
That's
pimps, and
enough.
drug dealers.
Woo.
It didn't take long to get the picture.
Let's go.
Mister.
Hey.
Miyagi with the wax on these pussy niggas tampons. The alias is Sham Blak. Your girl call me Shamron. A grade school thing. Play no games. Say no names. The Grateful King. Sham Hussein.
Let's go. Let's go.
What
Hey,
it
we got a real spitter in here right now.
Spooky. You know I'm
what
holding
I'm
it down for
saying?
the underground. Yes, sir. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
hey,
Yes, sir.
Let me get my my air horns in here. Let me get my air horns. That's my new little sounds, bro. You know what I'm saying? That we adding in here, homie. Hold
That's
on.
right,
you
that's
know what I'm
right.
saying? And like I said, we got a real spitter. We got Sham Blak in the building. What's going on, my guy?
Nothing much, man. Staying positive, staying after it.
Hey, man, you know
foot
what?
forward.
Bro, you know what? I was excited to get you on. You know what I'm saying? We got a really busy roster. You know, I was like, I got to get my boy Sham Blak on because, hey, you know, I see his grind. I see his hustle. I've been a fan of his music for a long time. He's one of the local artists here, you know what I'm saying? Just is spitting, has crazy rhymes, and you know, he's been hustling. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir.
It's a pleasure to have you on the show, my guy.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It's an honor to be here, man. I'm grateful to be invited to the dance every time. You know, I'm going to come in my Sunday best, and I'm going to get my Cinderella on one time.
Man, hey, bro, like I say, man, I'm the fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? So
Appreciate it.
I'm
appreciate
excited
it.
to have you on, bro.
Thank you.
But let's get to the beginning, my guy. We got Sham Blak. Hey, shut up again, homie. Shut it up
Spooky.
again. You know what I'm
Spooky.
saying?
You know the vibes, man. Spooky out here, boy.
Hey, so you got the Charger jerseys on. You from San Diego or what,
Yep,
man?
yep. Born and raised in San Diego. Grew up off of 30th and Clay Street. Logan Elementary, Memorial Junior High School, San Diego High School. Graduated 2006. You know, anybody from the town, same story, man. You know, ducking and dodging the police and
Let's go.
that nonsense. You know, I never got too caught up in none of the local politics. I got caught up in a little bit, but nothing too much where I really couldn't get my feet up out of. You know, didn't have too many run-ins with the law. I was kind of, you know, I was kind of conniving and kind of mischievous, and you know, I was pretty quick as a kid. You know, so
Yeah.
you know, I never got caught. Gratefully, you know.
Ain't that something, man? Like most people that come on here, they was affiliated with something. They're from San Diego.
Yeah.
It's like it's part of the culture. It's not a bad thing.
It's
This is
definitely
part of the culture.
man. You know, my dad an old school lowrider.
Okay.
You know, my dad from the town. My dad is a real solid one, and you know, he raised me.
Oh,
So-
nice.
So I didn't have to go look up to no other people and try to, you know, fit molds that I didn't have to go figure none of that out. My dad, you know, he was
Yeah.
there to be like, you know, that's not the way to go. And then, you know, I grew up hustling, man. I grew up selling stuff. You know, I grew up, you know, like a merchant. You know, my dad was a hustler. You know, my dad never gang bang. He just low ride. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I could go to certain parts of the town and you know, it wasn't really an issue until I got older. And then, you know, obviously, where are you? What part of town you from? Was, you know, in the question. But nah, man, I grew up selling stuff, man, selling puppies. I was washing cars. You know, I grew up a hustler. So
A real
you know,
hustler.
a real hustler. You know, so colors. You know, banging colors and stuff like that. That interfered with the money. You know what I'm saying? So
Let's go.
yeah, I never had to partake in that. And then, like, you know what I'm saying, my dad's partners was from over here and over there, and I would see them, and the first thing they would tell me, you know, they'd be getting out the pen and stuff like that. First thing they'd tell me, man, stay about your paper, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get the money, man. All that other nonsense, it ain't gonna help you out in life. You know, the money though, you know, you keep that hustle spirit, you know, you're a hustler just like your pop, so keep that in. You know, so I never felt like I needed to do none of that. I never felt like I needed to hang out with certain people to be cool, or I never needed a crowd of people. You know, I'd be me, myself, and I.
I mean, that's dope, bro. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us don't have guidance like that. You know what I mean? I think that a lot of these kids are missing that these days. You know what I mean? Guidance, like, are true OGs, people who can guide you in the right direction.
Yeah.
I was like that too, man. Like, you know, I was one of them kids that I seen people doing bad things. I seen the results. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, bro, I don't want to go there. I can't do that. Okay, you doing this and you get hooked on this and I see the end result of that, so I don't want to go down that lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I go that way?
Why would I go that way? You know what I'm saying?
saying?
Man, I was probably like about 9 or 10 years old, man, and I stayed off of 30th and Clay Street.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I know that is.
Real big Crip neighborhood, and man, I seen somebody hop out with a shotgun and get to shooting out this red truck one time, man, and you know, that was it for me, bro. I was after that, I was like, hey, man, this is real. Hey, there ain't no coming back from some of that stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey, I remember I seen my first dead body like Boys in the Hood. And I remember where I'm from. I'm from Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from San Diego. I'm
What
from
part of Georgia?
Albany, country.
Okay, yeah, I know Albany. Yeah,
The country, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I remember we don't have like gang members and nothing like that. When I was growing up, we wouldn't have that over there. We had like just dope boys. You know what I'm saying? And I seen my first like, shootout, like dead body. Ever since then, I think I was like traumatized. I was like, nah, I ain't that gangster, dog.
Yeah.
I'm good, bro.
Man, my
what I mean?
my pops chased me up and down the street, beat me upside the head.
Yeah.
All kind of stuff. I was going that way, you know what I'm saying? It was very alluring.
Yeah.
I just grew up alternative, I grew up skateboarding. I grew up doing things that, the other kids that looked like me didn't do. I played baseball, everybody played basketball, you know what I'm saying? So I was always bullied anyway, you know what I'm saying? I was always at odds with people, so it wasn't nothing that was unnatural to me. Then when I started trying to fit in is when, my dad really started taking more of more hands-on with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Chasing me up out the house and chasing me up and down the street. I'm ditching school. I was figuring it out. I was going somewhere, but my dad was like, nah, I started smoking weed real early.
Really?
I started smoking weed like in the 7th grade.
7th grade.
And my dad was just like, come over here, man. Don't be going up to the park.
He knew you was smoking weed?
Man, yeah, he did. He was beating my ass. You know what I'm saying? He was like, shit, because I skateboarded. So he was like, all skaters that I know smoke weed. And at the time I didn't, but I was getting introduced to it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he was like, hey, if you're gonna smoke, just stay at the house, man. Don't be trying to go up to the park. Don't be going up to Memorial Park smoking and hanging out and things like that. So it became a time where all the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was coming to my house.
Oh,
they was at my house. I'm throwing these big old backyard parties, going up to the school, bringing all the girls from school. Everybody come to my house,
Oh, you the cool dude then.
Man, I had like 40, 50 Crips in my house. One time
Damn.
they was in their Crip walking, broke my dad's floor and shit, and my dad came out fussing me out, and that was probably about the last time I really had company over at the pad.
Hey, I don't blame him though. I don't blame Dad,
Yeah, Pops was beating me upside the head every chance he got to get me to go the right way. And it wasn't until I got to high school, junior high, probably like the 8th grade, where I was like, okay, he not wrong. You know what I'm saying? He not wrong. And about that time is when I started to see a shift. I got to high school, things started to change for me. Yeah. I had already became who I kind of like was going to be. I was a hustler, but I'm a fighter too. I'm at school because people was trying to bully me. I used to wear glasses. They would be crooked. I skateboard. I dyed my hair in the 6th grade. Everybody thought I was a weirdo. So, everybody want to fight me for some reason. And I was at school fighting. I got expelled from school for fighting.
Wow.
I had to go to Alba, which if you're from San Diego, the alternative learning behavior school. Yeah. And then that's when it clicked, like, okay, boom, they not playing with me here, and my dad not playing with me. So
100%.
We came to agreement. He like, what's it gonna take, to get the good grades at school? I'm like, man, you gotta let me be who I want to be. And he was like, all right, bet. He was like, don't bring the police. Shit, I went to school, got good grades.
At least it's cool that your dad stuck with you, man, and he supported you throughout the whole journey. Because I'm a parent now, bro, and I can only imagine, bro, this, going through all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I drug my dad through it, boy, because I was a quiet kid. Nowadays, people that know me, they know me for being very active, very vocal. But I used to just be quiet in the back, because I grew up reading. I grew up real intelligent. I got skipped to the 5th grade when I was in the 3rd grade.
Oh, you one of those,
so,
man.
I was always smarter. So, when people would come around me gangbanging and stuff like that, I already knew that didn't make sense because I'm just like, I didn't have that much hate in my heart. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have that much hate for people that look like me in my heart. You know what I mean?
Go.
But the people that look like me, they try to put the pressure on me, and I ended up fighting a lot of them, and to the point where it's just like they just kind of left me alone. I just came in, did my thing, and got up out the way. And,
look at you now. Look at you now, bro.
Look at me now, man. I never touched no penal systems. I'm not in no systems. I'm not in no, no nonsense in those regards. So, I'm grateful.
Man, congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you kindly.
What got you into music?
Trying to be cool, man. You know what I'm saying? At school, me and my cousins, rapping was just, it was a thing to kind of court attention. You know?
Really?
Yeah, man. And we used to come to my house and we used to take the tapes and my dad's tapes. We used to record over my dad's tapes. We used to try to rap like Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. And
spitting fast, huh?
Yeah, trying to spit fast. My older brother was into music too, so it just kind of trickled down. But yeah, man, it was all about attention, trying to get girls and stuff like that, trying to be cool,
Yeah.
little kids.
So who were some of your influences? I guess you said Bone Thugs and Harmonies. Who else kind of influenced you?
I grew up off Bone Thugs. I grew up off of Tupac. I listened to a lot of Tupac, a lot of Be Legit, E40, a lot of West Coast music. My dad an old school hustler, you know what I'm saying? Old school pimp. He come from the trenches. So he a big West Coast. He loved West Coast,
Yeah.
One time my twin cousins had stole my dad's Tupac's tapes.
Okay.
They stole his Tupac Machiavelli tapes. I think it was Machiavelli. It was either Machiavelli or All Eyes on Me, but he banned them from coming in my house for like 7 years, man. They used to have to sit on the steps. You know what I'm saying? That's how serious my dad took the music.
Yeah.
So, that's some of my earliest influences. And then, about the time where I was able to really, be cognizant of what the music was. I started pushing more like Eminem, just the 2000s, Nelly, Ludacris. I mean, I was into the underground hip hop too, but I was a kid, man, so I'm just partying.
So who influenced more your style? Because I'm getting more of like an East Coast, like conscious rapper type of style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, I was probably like 12, 13 at Memorial Rec. And they was like, yo, you sound like you from New York.
You sound like you from New York, my dog.
And I couldn't shake it, man, to the point where people trying to fight me.
Damn.
I used to be like, be this and be that. Oh, nigga, we Crips over here. Nigga,
let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So, people didn't like it. And that kind of, it didn't push me away from the music. It just, I knew what market that I was,
Got you.
And so as I grew up, I knew that wasn't the mark. I just never, that was faddish to me,
Yeah.
I grew up, but I grew up listening to T Nutty. You know what I'm saying? I grew up listening to Mitchie Slick.
Okay.
Shout
out to Mitchie Slick.
Looney Coleon, a lot of Sibo, a lot of North Cal and West Coast music. But when I rapped and when I did it, it just sounded like this over here. But like some of my favorite rappers is like Biggie Smalls, Jadakiss, Rakim, Black Thought, those is my heavy influences. But growing up, I didn't really listen to a lot of East Coast rap.
Damn, because I can hear a lot, bro. Like, I mean, you got a style, like you're talking about some things. Even your beats are kind of like more East Coast beats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like you said, like Black Thought, The Roots. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely hear more of that in your music. But your music's dope though, bro.
A lot of Jadakiss, a lot of Jay-Z, a lot of New York centered East Coast. Yeah. I got a lot of East Coast style, but I'm a West Coast artist to the point where, people try to bully me into listening to certain shit. I had a homeboy in high school. I wasn't too familiar with the Daygo sound. I just would listen to other stuff. He's like, man, you don't know who these guys are? You don't know the music from your city? And I kind of stepped back like, am I supposed to? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shit, I don't know these guys. I'm never going to meet these dudes. But then, boom, next thing you know, he put me on like Black Mikey and Gangsta Earn.
Shout out to Gangsta Earn.
He put me on like Cousin Ice Lecter and motherfucking Seaweed 3 and Big June. And I'm just like, man, this is the gangbang music, man. It's liable to get me in some nonsense,
Yeah.
But no, I took it, I inherited it, I digested it. And I listened to it, and I'm like, okay, this is the city where I'm from, but that was never my style. That wasn't my style. Gangbanging and I'm just gonna go one step further, man. Genocide wasn't my style, killing the people that look like me, and and beefing with, it wasn't my style, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when I went over, my grandma lived off of 61st and Arderly. Going over there, man. Growing up as a kid over there, I would be fighting and stuff too. But I didn't want to fight the people over there. I'm coming over there trying to be cool. So
yeah.
That just wasn't my style. So yeah, I mean, I'm listening to Big June, Mitchie Slick. I'm listening to Cousin Ice Lecter and Seaweed and them. And no, I had the CDs and stuff, but I'm trying to smoke weed and fuck on bitches. I'm trying to get some money and shit. So the girls didn't want to listen to Cousin Ice all the time. Sometimes they want to listen to Ja Rule and Ashanti. So
hey, bro, I'm from the South, right? And that was our style, man. We wasn't really gangsters, bro. We was just wanted, like you said, get the girls, dress fly, and just have fun, get the money. When I came to San Diego, bro, it was like that. It was like a culture shock to me, man. Like it was all like gang related. I remember when I got here in '98, it was active, bro.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. San Diego was crazy. I mean, a lot of people dying. It was really like, it was some shootouts everywhere, and Mission Beach and everything, bro. It was crazy in San Diego.
It was really, really. San Diego's making a name for themselves, you know. And that was the spooky part for me because I grew up skateboarding, so I would be over there off of 47th Street.
Yeah.
On my skateboard, you know what I'm saying? I would be over there off of Solola going to meet homeboys to go skateboard. I'd be over there in the Hatfields trying to go skateboard, in Skyline trying to go skateboard, you know?
Yeah.
And I didn't know nothing about it. My dad would be like, yo, be careful.
Yeah.
And then one time he see me, he's like, yo, what you doing over here? I'm like, I'm with my homies. He was like, oh, these ain't your friends, you know? And sure enough, man, they wasn't, because they was starting to get into stealing. You know, we was 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
Boom. One time I was gonna go. I grew up selling candy too. I sold candy on the candy van.
Oh, you one of them kids?
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. I had my whole little speech and all that.
Let's go.
And man, I used to make a lot of money for this dude named Bird. I heard he passed away, and R.I.P. to him. But I used to sell candy van with Bird. I used to sell candy on the candy van with Bird. And I was like, man, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Where are you going? Sure enough, man. All them kids went out to go skateboard. They ended up breaking to a church. Everybody went to juvenile hall.
Damn.
Except me.
Smart one.
I was at home fighting my dad.
Look at that, man. Dad's saving you, bro. Dad's saving you, bro.
Dad, you know what I'm saying? He you know, I said it in one of my lyrics, you know, he being who he was allowed me to be myself. You know
Let's go, bro. Guidance.
And, yeah, man, you know, and it was the kind of guidance that you didn't even really expect. You know, my dad, he was an old school gangster, you know what I'm saying, old school hustler and all that. But by the time, you know, I came of age and stuff like that, he's just a dad, you know what I'm saying? He was hustling to keep the lights on and the food in the house. You know, he wasn't trying to get no $1 million and like that. So
shout out to your dad, bro.
Yeah, man, Pops hold it down. Shout out to Pops, man. That's my guy right there. But you know, he wasn't the type of cat that go spend all his money on nonsense and then we just sitting there starving. No, he took care of us. So
that's what I'm talking about,
growing up, I never wanted to be like that. I'm like, nah, you know, my Pop's overweight and you know what I'm saying, things like that. He always dirty, and you know, I didn't really see it like that as a kid. I'm just like, oh man, I don't want to be like that guy, you know, angry fighter type guy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But once I got older, I'm like, nah, you know, that was a hardworking man. You know, he was a hardworking man. So,
respect to the Pops, man.
Respect to Pops.
Hey, when did you like start doing music full time though?
Man, I started doing music full time when Nip passed, man. When Nip,
what?
Man, because so I got a million stories, man. I lived my life. I lived a lot of life. I was in the military for 10 years.
Holy shit, bro.
Yeah, man. So, you know, when I got out the military and I came home, I was having some adjustment issues just because I came from San Diego, so I was paranoid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't been here for 10 years and you know, I was still tapped in with the homies and stuff that I grew up with, so I'm catching a lot of the, you know, just the stories. I'm not getting the whole story behind it, but I'm just catching bits and pieces. I'm the type of cat to mind my own business. So when I came to the town, I'm just like, you know, I got my head on the swivel. I didn't want to come back to San Diego just because of the politics and the nonsense. You know, I wanted to go live in the suburbs because I've been in the military. Now I wanted to go live a stress-free life.
Right.
But now I came back to the turf, man. I came right back. You know, I ended up living in Logan Heights on the side by Chicano Park. I grew up on 30th Street, down the street from Sawyer Brothers.
Oh wow!
Which is kind of like the black side of Logan Heights.
Yeah, I need some.
But then I came back. I went to go live with my wife and her father-in-law, or my father-in-law, and so they stayed right there by Chicano Park. You know, so I'm in the hood.
Yeah.
Man, I'm a hustler. I figure, you know, before I go back to selling nonsense, I might as well try to sell some CDs.
Yeah.
You know, I was already rapping. I just didn't take it I didn't take it serious. Nipsey passed away, and I felt like, you know, I wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? I had all this money. You know, I was on the verge of buying a house up north and you know, just changing my life. You know, I was in the Army. I was a computer network engineer type guy. I'm going to school, you know, I got all this money from the military and all this. I'm getting all this money, but I just wasn't happy, you know.
Really?
I wasn't happy, man. And so I was like, well, Nipsey passed away, one of my favorite rappers. I've been listening to Nipsey since like 2008, like late 2008, like, you know, one of my favorites, you know, and I watched him die on the internet, and I just felt like, you know, I couldn't give up the music because I didn't try hard enough, you know. And I knew that I could out hustle everybody.
Let's go.
So I just had to get in a position to do it, you know. But I could out hustle everybody, you know. I'm from, you know, I grew up in the military, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know how to get up and grind till it's time to go to sleep and then do the same thing tomorrow. You know, I know that I'm about to outwork this dude. I'm about to, you know, I'm about to shoot more shots than this guy. You know, I'm about to get up every day because I wanted more. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that was that. In late 2019, I said, okay, I'm gonna put my hat in the ring. Yeah, my cousin Milky Wayne, he was doing some stuff around town. Shout out to him. Shout out to Skinny Vinny, who really gave my first little shot.
Let's go.
Gave my first little opportunity to shine and introduced me to the San Diego underground scene.
Yeah.
But you know, once I touched the scene and I got a temperature check, I knew like, oh, I'm about to smoke these fools. You know
Let's go.
Because I had just seen, you know, I had observed enough. I had seen enough, and I seen like, oh, you know, coming out of San Diego, not just the underground scene, but out of San Diego, a lot of people don't even have a budget.
Well, like what was separate? What was different from Sham Blak than other rappers that you've seen in San Diego that you felt like, you know, you were better than them? You know what I mean?
I never felt like I was better, but I just felt like I had more of an advantage. You know what I'm saying? And the money.
And the money.
I had more money.
Okay.
You know, and not just like, oh, I got a nice car type money, or I got all the latest Jordans type money. Like, no, this money coming every month type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I got more resources than y'all. You know what I'm saying? I have more hunger. You know, and one thing I could take away from it is once you start to get familiar with everything, you start to fall back because you're like, okay, I'm not that hungry no more. You know what I mean? To where I was eating off every plate. You know, I had to be more cautious so nobody didn't slip me no poison.
Let's go.
And send me up the river. But no, I seen like people was being, you know, people's egos was getting in the way of their work. You know, and the finances was one thing that was holding up a lot of the people that I was looking up to. Still is, you know.
Yeah.
People don't got no budget, they can't move. People don't got no driver's license. People don't got no cars.
Yep.
How you gonna get up? How you gonna get to where the money at if you don't got no car? You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, rapping. A lot of people don't understand. Rapping is a business. You are the business. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta carry yourself like that.
Yeah, you have to, because you need the money to, you know, to invest in yourself to get further, for sure. So I don't definitely understand that. Even with this podcast, I get that now. You need money to get to the next level. You know what I mean? To get bigger features and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But I get that for sure.
Yeah.
So, dude, you just dropped an album. Let's talk about this album, man. Gratuity.
So Gratuity, boom. This is a 19 record. This has got 19 records. It got 18 records and one intro.
Outro too.
It got the outro is
it's a song.
Record.
It's a song.
record. Yeah, it's not just an outro. It's a record.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some heartburn about that because like, no, you got a song called the outro,
right?
And I wanted to name it something else, but it just was fitting. You know what I'm saying? It was fitting. But no, man, I got some production by Basshead on there. Got some of the homies. Parker Lewis is on there. O'Keefe out of the Sound Lounge is on there. My homeboy, or one of my brother's friends, which is my older friend too. His name is Mad Noise. He on there. I got DJ IE on there.
Let's go.
I got Shelly Jane on there. Shelly Jane got some production on there, man. It's nice. It's nice. The record is nice. It's 19 tracks. Excuse me. My longest project to date. I got some big features on there. You know, I spent a little bit of money on this. And
J Mills,
man, that was crazy.
Wow.
That was crazy. A lot of people, you know, it's one of those ones where you just gotta, you know, you got to give yourself a pat on the back for that one.
Absolutely. He came off. He gave you one.
Oh, he gave me one.
He gave you one. He gave you one.
And you know what? That was my first real introduction to working with people in the industry, or, you know what I'm saying, some real big professional people. And that was a great exchange, man. I couldn't ask for a better oop. J Mills, man, thank you. You know, you definitely helped my catalog. The business side of things was very, 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 very fluid. You know, the communication between the two of us was just, you know, it was a dream come true, man. For real, man. I since then I've dealt with people, and some of it is like pulling teeth. You know, it could be real. It could be real just frustrating and real time consuming. But nah, man, we was to the point. Kept it G the whole time. Everything was black and white. We ain't have to do none of this and none of that. And, man, you know, you gotta put your Game of Thrones hat on. So it was good. It was good. It was nice.
What did you draw your inspiration from to make this album? Like, what inspired you?
Okay, so the inspiration, you know, as an artist, you just kind of collect. You know, you collect records. Yeah. You got all these songs, and you kind of like, okay, what's this? What's that? But as I started to collect the records, I think I had hit Basshead. And I hit Basshead and was like, yo, shoot me a pack. Yeah. And his pack helped me glue it helped me make the foundation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those records was the foundation, and I just kind of added the bricks on top. I felt like it was a fine dining experience is what I was delivering, you know what I'm saying? I felt like it wasn't too much like my last projects. The sound was like more expensive, you know, it's like more detail oriented, you know what I'm saying? So,
Gotcha.
So as I put the songs together and started, you know, getting the record names and features and stuff like that, man, it became a soundtrack to the last year of my life, really. You know?
Yeah, I love this. I love the album too, man.
I got you one of those, and I got you my last project too, which is the evolution of Sham Blak.
Oh yeah, I heard this one. Yeah,
you know, this as luck would have it.
Yeah, this was
yes, sir. And then there's a little flyer, and I got you a little pen right here too.
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
It's on the rock with you.
What's your favorite song on this album?
Man, I got so many, but Part of the Game.
Part of the Game.
Part of the Game. That's my record, man. That's my record. That's the record right there where it's not the typical Sham Blak. You know what I'm saying? I'm harmonizing on there. I got a little bit of vocals on there. I'm giving some real good game, which is kind of what I like to consider my music mental health and hustler music. You know, I'm not just on here rapping and rhyming. You know, we ain't sliding on the ops every record, you know what I'm saying, and dissing folks. And now we talking about some real stuff. We talking about overcoming challenges and, you know, believing in yourself and how I feel when they start putting the pressure on you, know. But Part of the Game is the song, that's my anthem right there. But then I got my favorite ones too, like Greed, Hate, Envy. That's one of my ones.
I like that one too.
You know, just because the energy on that thing is just up there. That's the gym record. You know, I made that with the intent of having it being played at halftime shows. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, that's why we did the energy like that. That's why they got the dancers like that in the video. That's why I got the bridges set up like that. I was like, we gonna pitch this one, and we not done working it. You know, we just getting into the business side of it.
Yeah, I like Slow Down too, bro. Slow Down because it's more personal.
Yeah, Slow Down. I talk about some shit and Slow Down.
Yeah, you go
man.
hard on that one.
I talk about
real personal. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, man. You know, that's my rhymes, man. My rhyme. I try to make it to where when I'm making music, I'm not just rhyming. You know, I'm not just saying a whole bunch of nothing and wasting a whole lot of energy. You know, in the underground, they call it like the lyrical miracle raps and stuff like that, where they just putting words together. But you know, I try to tell a story, which is why a lot of people would say that I got that East Coast sound, is because it's just storytelling. You know, a lot of it is storytelling.
Yeah, that's why actually where you're a conscious rapper.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because some of your lyrics is really deep.
Yeah, it's
deep.
I wouldn't consider myself conscious though, because my
Solutions.
A lot of people go laugh. My wife is Caucasian, you know what I'm saying? So I can't be too conscious because my wife ain't black, you know. So
I heard that.
Some people will consider me removed from the struggle because my kids won't trickle down. But no, I'm not a conscious rapper, man. I'm just I'm mindful. I'm thoughtful. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting some effort into it.
It's like Solutions. Solutions is another one.
Oh yeah, Solutions, man. Man, it was crazy because when my manager Hook, shout out to Hookmonger, man.
Shout out to my boy Hook, man.
You know, holding it down for the guy.
Shout out to Hook.
When he heard these records, he was like, "Yo, what you trying to do?" You know what I'm saying? Like who are you? You know what I'm saying? Because usually I'm turning up. I got the real gritty boom bap. You know, I'm coming with the, you know, I'm doing this and I'm doing that real grimy sound. So when he heard a lot of these records, he was like, "Oh man, this is different. You know, this is special. This is magic." And you know, I wanted to show a little bit of versatility. You know, that's my style too. And Solutions was a dope one. Nobody's Safe though. That's my bar for bar.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's my bag. You know, when I get in that bag.
Yeah, you got him.
But I got a record with Afro that's really lovely. Beautiful record, man. I got Kajay out of Sound Lounge.
Shout out to Kajay.
You know,
that's my girl too.
Yeah, man. She blessed the record and she got some vocals on there. Yeah, she did some work for me on there, and I appreciate that.
Is that Cool as Jazz on that on this one too?
Cool Jazz. So I'm not too sure if
he's from San Diego.
No, he's not from San Diego.
Okay, he got dreadlocks.
Yeah, he got dreadlocks.
Yeah,
he from Mississippi.
Okay, that's him.
He from Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah, I know Jazz. Yeah,
so
he cold though.
Oh, he is me.
That's my guy.
Me and him got some records, boy.
I didn't know you had one. I was listening to the earlier. I said, is that Jazz?
Yeah, that is him, and that's one of my favorite artists, man.
He's dope, bro.
Shout out to Busy Balboa. I know this is out of left field, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Busy Bell. That's one of my favorite rappers, man. She really, and she got the bars that people be sleeping on. You be like, what? But when you listen to her, you're like, oh man, the art and the technique is dope. But yeah, cool jazz. That's my partner, man. I really like that dude.
Yeah, man, he cool. Yeah, I know him. So question for you. So I get a lot of opinions on how many songs that you have on an album. Some artists say 19 songs is a lot. Yeah. Some artists say that it's a lot because people attention spans. Do you think that hurt you any way from having 19 songs on the album?
I do think it hurt me.
You think so?
Yeah, I do think so.
Okay.
Just because people have short attention spans. I've had people come up to me and be like, I like As Luck Would Have It because it was shorter. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, man, I just put out a 19 record tape, man, right. that's really deep. We talking about some stuff on there. But also too, I don't think it hurt me to the fact that I just think people not gonna listen to it all, but it was music that I wanted to put out. It was what I wanted to do in the way I wanted to do it. I felt like it was cohesive, from beginning to end. It was. So, when people told me it was too long, the music wasn't for them. You know what I'm saying? And that was just the bottom line. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of the times, we looking at, diamonds in the rough walk by us every day. Right. And we just so caught up in our own day-to-days that, we really not taking the time to peel some of them onions back or you know what I'm saying, polish some of these jewels up and really see what it is. And that's fine with me. I know when to deliver. I know when to bring things back around, and I know when the time is appropriate. I'm studying the business, so as I study the business and as I study just trends and the way the music is affecting people, the analytics is so important of Spotify and Apple Music and Bandcamp. You could see the numbers moving, so I know, okay, this crowd is probably going to digest this, and this crowd going to digest this. I got the evolution of Sham Blak, As Luck Would Have It. This is 5 records. Right. Everybody loved this joint. It's only 20 minutes worth of music, but if you listen to music like I listen to music, the gratuity is going to sit with you, and that's why it's called the gratuity. Gotcha. It's not a tip. It's not like I'm asking you, like I'm begging, like, oh, give $5. Like, no, I put this already in the tax. This is, you're going to pay. If you get this, you're going to pay the gratuity. This is what it costs to eat good.
Let's go.
What I'm saying? I'm not asking. I'm coming to get mine, which is why it's 19 records. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, we can go into the dreaming part of it where it's like, man, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, I wanted to do this. And the bottom line is we haven't got there yet. Right. You know what I'm saying? Even with some of the features, even with the big feature, some people said to me that was the time appropriate to get the feature, Jay Mills, and did I have enough ears on me and eyes watching me for that? I spent a pretty penny on it. Right. But it wasn't about that. It's an investment. I invested in myself. I'm confident in myself. That's a notch in my belt. That's a trophy for me. Let's go. I'm not here to wait for people to give me my flowers. I got a flower bed at the house. I buy my own flowers. You know what I'm saying? So people might be like, oh, this, that, but no, I got one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get another one. I'm gonna get another one after that.
100%.
And the listeners is all it's about. It's not about the homies to my left and right, because they there. They there. But at the end of the day, I'm investing in me. I'm shooting these dice right here.
Let's go,
so,
bro.
You know what I mean?
Let them know.
That's how I feel about it. But no, I am scaling it down a little bit just because I know how it's affecting. I conversated with a couple. I had some conversations with a couple people, and they was like, okay, but what if you had did it like this? And I said, you know what? Okay, I see that point of view. I'm an understanding person.
Yeah, because the only thing I seen it, I would listen to it. This is an hour worth of content.
Oh yeah,
you have an hour worth of songs in here. And I'm a fan of your shit. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to it because I like your music. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I know how people are these days. It's like it's kind of sucks the way people are, because if you sit down and listen to all these songs and just digest the music, bro, you enjoy these songs because you're talking about some real stuff in these songs. But I wish these days are like back in the day when I was growing up, when we had, you know, the CDs and we had the whole stuff like
Yeah.
that you have now.
Yeah.
You enjoyed the artwork. You enjoyed the whole process of
Opening
getting
it
it,
up.
opening it,
Yep.
because it's an experience.
Yeah, so like I said, it's an experience.
You know what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
these days it's not like an experience anymore. It's like boom, you hear a song, okay, cool, next. You know what I'm saying?
Next, yeah.
So it's crazy, but
Yeah.
this album's an experience, bro.
It's definitely an experience, and you know, that's why I did it the way that I did it. You know, some people wanted me to break it down because it was 19 records, so I could have did like 9 and 9.
Yeah.
And it was like, man, you'll get more of a push out of it, but I wanted it to be digested like that, you know. And also too, I spent like an hour in the gym, a little bit more than an hour, give or take, you know, when I'm in there. So it's like, not just an hour's worth of music, man. Sit down, listen to it.
Yeah.
But some people don't have that, you know what I'm saying? And the people, it's crazy because the people that lack that patience, they don't read. You know what I'm saying? And they don't read, they don't have the patience.
Gotcha.
You know, I was always bad at math because I didn't have the patience. I didn't have the patience to sit there and think.
Yeah.
I'm good at English because I could see the letters and I could see the word and I could read the page before I even see it. You know, it just makes sense once you read enough books. But like math problems, you don't know what the next number is, so you really got to sit there and think. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the tape. You know what I mean? The tape is to be digested. You
Let's
know,
go.
it's a 4-course meal, 3-course. You know what I'm saying? You got to get through it all.
He said, you got the dessert too, baby. Let's go, baby.
You feel me?
Appetizer, 4-course, and dessert.
That
Let's
part,
go, bro.
That part right there.
So, I've been noticing you spend a lot of time in LA recently.
Yeah.
So, what's the reason for the transition?
You know, it's all about visibility, man. I really don't be in LA like you think I do.
Ooh, perception, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's dangerous up there, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's not what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things ain't what you think it is. And you don't have to go touch the stove to know that it's hot.
Let's go.
All you need to know is that, you know, it's hot over there, bro. So, you know, I go up to LA to handle business and get what I need out of it. And I'm out of there, man. That's not my city. You know, I'm not from up there. I'm not trying to be tough. I'm not trying to be the tough guy up in LA. I know the state, what's at stake up there. You know what I'm saying? So when I go up there, I'm doing business and I'm out the way, you know.
Have you reaping any benefits for being in LA?
Oh, definitely, man.
Let's
It's all
go.
about the visibility, man. And like you said, man, the same people that said the tape is too long is the same people that's like, oh, man, he got some big things going, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I do got some big things going, but, you know, me just going up there and come back, you know, go up there, touch base, come back, you know, I'm building a fan base up there. There's a market up there, you know, that is the market up there. It's just like fashion. You know, you can be from San Diego and have a fashion San Diego week, you know, a fashion week San Diego, that's tight.
Yeah.
But the LA fashion week gonna carry, you know, people gonna be from Houston and New York, and you know, you're gonna have some European eyes on there. But San Diego, you're gonna have a lot of locals. So, you know, going up to LA and touch bases and get that market and tap into that market is mandatory. You have to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like trying to do business and bypass the bank. You know, you can't do it. You know, you need the bank there to you know what I'm saying, to say, yeah, that's valid. You know, you just have to touch those bases. So
I heard that.
You know, I use LA like it's supposed to be used. I'm not up there trying to clout chase or, you know, trying to be the cool, trying to be the next Nipsey Hussle and go hang out at these tough guy spots and, you know, but I do go up there to handle business. We do a lot of meetings up there, the studios up there, you know what I'm saying, the production studios up there. You have to touch these bases because, you know, when your time come back around, you know, they're gonna ask, hey, where did he do that at? And
right.
As long as it line up, you know, your resume is cracking. But if it don't line up, you know, you haven't met it's like going to school. You don't take the prerequisites, you can't take this class.
Let's go.
You know what
Let's
I'm saying?
go.
So you got to go up there. You know, you're gonna get ripped off a couple times. Keep a cool head. You know, hopefully it ain't too much. Hopefully you ain't gambling with the church money, and you could bounce back from it because you got to go through it.
Little Grifo said, I had a rapper on here, Little Grifo. He said, once you spin the block, you know, 3 or 4 times in San Diego, it's time to go somewhere and build your base outside. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, he ain't lying to you, man. You know
100%.
what I'm saying? You know, San Diego is only gonna go so far.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna. Everybody not gonna get rich in San Diego like Ryan Anthony. You know, Ryan Anthony is an inspiration to all of us. Shout out to Ryan Anthony.
See the beach. You know what I'm saying?
There's onesies and twosies that's gonna get it.
Let's go.
But the majority of us, you're gonna have to go somewhere else. You know, you're gonna have to go out there and put some work in, then come back. You know, no, everybody only know Ryan Anthony after Barely See the Beach, but before Barely See the Beach, when he was pushing with Ryan Bowers and they was doing their movement and doing it, you know, you really don't hear that part.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You don't see that part, you know, because nobody was paying attention until, you know what I'm saying? So you got to go get it. You got to go get it and bring it back, you know what I'm saying? And once you bring it back, I mean, it's not like people going to come down here with bags of money for us, but, you know, you're going to be able to go get it.
I think that's one of our biggest problems right now. I've been kind of, you know, researching and doing my due diligence on the hip hop scene in San Diego. And I think that's our biggest problem, that I think we're comfortable inside of San Diego because we got a lot of love from the local scene.
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying?
I like to digest San Diego. I like to dissect San Diego into rap scene and hip hop scene. Because if you go to the rap scene, you know, you got the KT Foreigns, you got the O-Waves, you know, the popular people, Mitchie Slick. I mean, but Mitchie Slick is a hip hop head too.
Absolutely.
You know, he was part of Strong Arm Steady. You know, he's an underground rapper. He's not trying to mainstream. Nobody in the whole United States sound like Mitchie Slick.
Let's go.
You know, now I'm not trying to say that the other guys sound like anybody else, but there's a genre for those guys. You know what I'm saying? It's all, you know. But Mitchie Slick always sounds like me. He ain't on no, you know, it's not, he don't have that, you know, West Coast typical, I call it West Coast drill. You know, that West Coast drill rap that's popular right now. He's not doing that. He's doing what Mitchie do.
Right.
You know, but between the hip hop and the rap, I think the hip hop carried the weight, you know. But the rap is always gonna be there. There's no rap scene in San Diego.
There's no rap scene.
Hell nah. San Diego Finance ain't about to have that. We're about to turn this city into no fucking, you know what I'm saying? They ain't shutting that shit down. How many rap clubs you know out here?
Wow, you don't think you have a rap scene here?
Nah.
Wow.
I don't. The rap scene here is null and void. You know, you gotta go up to LA, you know, look at and this is the politics of this shit. This is my opinion, only, you know. Even Lil Weirdo. You know, I think he one of the bigger artists out of the town.
Shout out to Lil Weirdo.
And he has to go up there to LA. He gotta go tap in. You know what I'm saying? He gotta go up there and put the work in, you know, he gotta go follow some of those guys' trails because that's the genre. You know what I'm saying? But you know, look at Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Who is, you know, Nick Cannon, I mean, he one of the bigger artists from San Diego. He ain't out there doing no goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I'm about to do Wildin' Out. And he in Atlanta doing that. That's not in, you know, I mean, they come to LA, but they in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's like, you know, you got to go where the bag is at. You know, if you really going to be in the high fashion, you probably going to have to go to New York. And then from New York, you probably going to have to go to Europe. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be able to sit in San Diego and be like, oh, I'm a high fashion designer.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be like, well, when did you come to New York to do high fashion? You didn't come to Fashion Week in New York.
The market. It's a
You know
market.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I love San Diego, and we do have artists from the town that's, you know, getting it in, but it ain't, you know, San Diego is a alternative rock space. You know, we got like Blink 182 and you know what I'm saying, we got reggae bands from San Diego. Not saying we ain't got no rappers and we ain't gonna have none, but you know, shit, man, I lived in Georgia. I lived in Georgia for a couple years. I lived in Tennessee. I loved it, but they wasn't playing no Daygo music. They barely play West Coast music over there.
Yeah.
I lived in Colorado. We got a lot of West Coast music out there, you know, and they like probably like 5-6 years behind California. They still catching up.
Yeah. But they got a culture down there. Georgia's it's a culture.
They got a culture. The whole South, the southern region.
South, yes.
But you know, you go to like I spent a little time in Texas, and you hear some West Coast influence out there. But
so go ahead.
No, it's just I was gonna say, it's just like Cube said, everything west of the Mississippi. After that, you know, it ain't no real love over there.
That's facts.
Yeah,
that's facts. What do you think we got to do to be on a mainstream level in San Diego?
Go to the mainstream.
Damn.
It's simple, bruh. You know?
Damn.
It's simple, man. There's artists that could do it, you know? They just don't have the budget. You know, they don't have the backing behind them. You know, you got people like Trey Aces. It's freaking amazing, you know? And who's putting the money behind them? You know, it's unfortunate because he's going to have to give up a lot to get where they going. You know, you hear these people coming out of these, you know, crappy 360 deals and, hey, man, I got screwed over and I had to do this and do that. And it's just the truth, you know?
Damn.
It's just the truth, man. It's unfortunate. But, you know, there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of superstars, man. What's the kid name? 22
G-Fay?
Yeah, man. Listen.
He'll star, bro. He'll star.
Crazy. Now, look it. Now, I know he Mexican, right? He Mexican, right?
Yeah.
If he was Puerto Rican, New York would have ate that shit up.
Damn.
Ate it up, bro. eat it up, ate it up, you know. But it's just the different dynamics and different demographics. You know what I'm saying? He on the West Coast. He's, you know, he Mexican. He gonna get that West Coast. They gonna treat him like a West Coast artist.
You know what I noticed too? I watch these videos with a lot of these newer up and coming artists. You know, like especially like in the Bay Area and stuff like that. Like you look in the crowd, it's all like white folks. So, do you think that we support our own, like our own artists and stuff like that?
I do think we support our own. I don't think we support San Diegans, but I do think we support other black people and, you know what I mean, people that we look up to and stuff like that. But like San Diego is such a small space, you know what I'm saying? It's a big city. Yeah. Because, you know, we got like places like, you know, Rancho Penasquitas and motherfucking Poway, Mira Mesa, you know what I'm saying? But when you think about like, you know, the black crowd or the minority demographic, you know, everybody's just focused on Southeast San Diego. You know what I'm saying? And you even see like people from Chula Vista, South San Diego starting to try to get their little energy together too. Not little energy, but get their energy together too, because, you know, Southeast San Diego has just always been the forefront of San Diego, you know, popularity, I guess you could say. Right. But ain't nobody thinking about like Carmel Mountain, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, even Oceanside, look at Desi Hollow and John Givens. And,
killing it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But, and they tapped into their market, but their market is different than San Diego because we treat them like they not from San Diego. You know, like we do. We just be like, yeah, y'all from Oceanside though. You know, y'all not from here. You know what I mean? And it's a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? It's a gift and a curse because if you're not from Southeast San Diego, you're really not gonna come over here. You know, and if you are from here, you're not gonna ever leave. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I was thinking like you bring up demographics. I was trying to figure out like what's our demographics in San Diego, like from the business side of it, like who's consuming this music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, and we are consuming our own music. You know, but at the same time, it's like, in my opinion, you know, this on the outside looking in, and I'm speaking as somebody that don't sell to this demographic. But if I was to sell to this demographic, you know, what would my strategy be? Right. And you know, the truth of the matter is very. I'm gonna pick my words wisely here. It's very corrosive. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't have these people and those people come together. You know, it's just a lot of bad energy. You know, the part of town I'm from, you know, I don't even gangbang like that, but you know, I come from over here, and when I'm over here in these areas, you know, once somebody asks, hey, but where you from though? And I tell them, oh nigga, I grew up on 30th Street. They can be like, okay, well, you one of them.
Dang, you're guilty by association.
Guilty by association, you know? And it's to a degree it's true, you know. I got a lot of family, I got a lot of relatives that's affiliated, and you know, they got their hands on a lot of nonsense. And you know, if it was to be a pull, you know, that's who I'm gonna be with. But at the end of the day, you know, if I'm over here and, you know, we doing business, then it's business. But you know, how often are you going to the other side of town to do business?
Damn, separated.
You know, it's so jacked up. God. You know, and that's part of the reason why I'm not in this. Like, I don't just, you know, I don't seclude myself. You know, I don't isolate myself with these walls right here. You know, it's because I seen it. You know, I sold dope downtown. We was downtown fighting. You know, you couldn't even get no money down there. You know, and literally, you know, it's a walk across the bridge and we in the next, you know, turf. But, you know, I'm downtown selling dope and you can't even get no money down there.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? We on 16th Street trying to get it and we down there beefing. You know what I'm saying? This is before Petco Park days.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So knowing that, what I do, okay, when we can't sell dope here, we gotta go to Carmel Mountain. What they doing up there? Oh, they like to take thistles and whatnot up there. You know, it's a little more recreational. Okay, so boom, we going up there now. You know, we hitting raves and shit. Niggas is listening to Taylor Swift up there and shit. You know what I'm saying? And
getting that money up there, huh?
Yeah, they not listening to T Nutty up there in Carmel Mountain. And they buying bigger bags. You feel me? I'm up there with 200-300.
Let's
down
go.
Here, I'm scraping for 510. You know what I'm saying? So. Once you understand that, once you understand it from a business point, you know, I mean, yeah, you got some people it's lucrative. You know what I'm saying? You come to Southeast San Diego, you could really get it off, you know, because it's corrosive like that. Right. But at the same time, you know, that's all you gonna get, you know.
That's it.
Because once Southeast San Diego start to eat it up, you know, everybody else, everything, what they say, everything south of the 5 or everything south of the 8.
Yeah.
South of the 8, that's real.
Yes,
they don't give a fuck. South of the 8, boy, you can have it.
You're right about that.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right about that.
Yeah.
So what are some things that some challenges that you're, you know, are occurring? So what are some challenges that you're having coming up as an artist in San Diego?
Man, some of the challenges that I have coming up as an artist in San Diego is it's getting caught up in that popularity space. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I was popular in school. You know, I was popular because I rapped. I was popular because I smoked a lot of weed. I was popular for being bad and you know, like a class clown, a jock, and shit like that. But standing out though, you know, once you start to say, okay, this is my lane, I'm gonna stay in this lane right here. You know, you're gonna have a lot of people that's gonna kind of not, you know, it's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
You know, and that's my thing. It's like trying to be so unique and be myself while also being familiar, you know. And a lot of times that comes with like imitating things that are already there, you know what I'm saying? Because nothing is new, you know, and sometimes you want to, you know, people love Pepsi. People love Coca-Cola, so you want it to taste like Coca-Cola. You want it to favor Coca-Cola, your art, you know what I'm saying? You want it to favor that while still being yours, you know, RC Cola, if you would. And that's one of the biggest things I have, because I'm like, man, that shit is selling. You know, I can get on there, you know, I can do some stupid shit too and go viral and sell. But how authentic is that? You know, am I being authentic to myself? Right. And I think that as an artist, not just an artist from San Diego, but as an artist, that's a space that we occupy too. Because it's like, boom, I could go throw these records over an EDM record, and then boom, now I'm an EDM artist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I could go throw these rappers over. I could go do a New York drill beat. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm a popular drill artist. You know what I'm saying? But to say like, no, this is the art that I want to create. This is the lane I'm gonna take until I see some traction. You know, that's probably my hardest space right there.
I heard that. So what are some things that you incurred through your journey, you know, as an artist? You know what I'm saying? Like what some gems that you can give these up and coming artists? You know, you've been around for a long time, and you know, I'm pretty sure you got a lot of wisdom that you can, you know, shed light onto these up and coming artists. Like, what can you know, some game that you can throw their way?
Man, take it serious. You know, that was the dart that I was throwing when I started to say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. You know, take it serious. Every opportunity is an opportunity for you to win.
Ooh,
you know,
let's go.
And you know, some people come unprepared. You know, and it's unfortunate because it's like, man, you might not get this chance again. You know, some chances only once in a lifetime. So, yeah, take it serious, man. Put your best foot forward, man. You know, keep some money saved. I know we like to talk about financial, you know, backing and, you know, especially with the way the streaming is going. But man, you know, to be able to give someone a CD, to be able to give someone a pen, to be able to give someone a flyer, you know, give them something tangible.
Yeah.
We're all artists in some way, shape, form, and fashion.
Let's go.
You know, what's going to help me remember your art though?
Let's go.
Man, we go to the shows, we pass out flyers, man, people rolling up weed on the flyers, throwing them on the floor. You know, some people would take that personal. You know how in Hustle and Flow, he threw the tape in the toilet. Yeah. You know, he went in there. That's my tape. You know, and you know, he whooped his ass. Now he went to jail. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part where, you know, hey, you know, they're gonna throw it on the floor. You're gonna get more views on the floor than it's in their hand anyway. But to even have something tangible. You know, a lot of these people don't have nothing tangible. That's right. You know, a lot of artists, they just artists. You know, they come through with their weed and they drink and they Louis Vuitton belts and they dope Jordans, and then you leave and it's like, well, who was that? I don't even know. I don't even. I know his handle is you know, Puerto Rican Poppy, but shit, what's his artist name? His Instagram name is Puerto Rican Poppy, but his artist name is Little something, huh? You know, little pink bean or little, you know what I'm saying? Something funny like that. But, you know, man, you barely even know people's names these days, you
That's
know?
facts.
And it's like, man, you know, shit, they don't have nothing tangible, nothing, no exchange.
Nothing to remember you by. You know what I'm saying?
Man, no energy exchange, so.
Damn, I like that.
Yeah, man.
So you're doing a lot of shows, bro. A lot of performances.
Yeah, man, I've been getting busy. Getting real busy.
Yeah. What's your favorite experience doing a show, bro? Your favorite experience?
My favorite experience was Tres Leches. I did a show with Tres Leches. Shout out to Julian Ramirez, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing this over, I think it was like 2021.
Mm-hmm.
We was like in the thick of COVID. I had just dropped a tape called the D-Day Project, which I was in my bag. I was still a fresh artist, and I was getting a lot of energy. And man, I did that show, and it was like after that, man, the gods was like, okay, it's yours. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm talking about to the point where everybody was screaming, man. I kind of broke down, like in tears. I was just overwhelmed with the amount of love and support that I was receiving during that show, man. And that was the one that was like, okay, boom, I found something. You know, I had found some gold. That was one of my most memorable ones. But yeah, man, one of my most popular ones was I just opened up for Conway the Machine up in in Santa Ana.
Yeah.
No, it was in Orange County. Mm-hmm. It was in Orange County. I had did the Yoast, and I was on there with some dope artists, man. Went up there, we tapped in, man. We made some good connections. We got to kick it with a lot of good people, and that was one of my most popular shows, though.
Yeah. What about fan experience? Like people like knowing your words and your raps and your lyrics.
Yeah, man, I got some of the homies that pop out. My wife know all the songs.
Let's
though.
go.
So when she out there singing, that make me feel the best.
Let's go.
Yeah, I know it look cool when the groupie girls is coming up and, you know, but shit, man, when she out there and, you know, she in the front row smiling, faded, and singing along, that's the best feeling.
So you're a father too, bro. You got some kids?
Father of 3, man.
You know what I'm saying?
My youngest being about 7-8 months. Yeah.
I know they give you a lot of inspiration, man, to push and go harder.
Yeah. Sunshine was my one. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray.
Yeah.
You never know, dear, how much I love you.
Let's go.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
Is it hard, you know, like, you know, stand on course and, you know, got to take care of your family and you got to focus on your rap career?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
The hard part is leaving. You know, I was in the military. I got 4 combat tours.
Damn, congrats, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you for the service, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the support. The combat tours was always hard for me. Now, you know, my wife would tell you, like, yo, you just got up and left like it was nothing. And sometimes you got to do that when you kind of like, okay, man, we might get fucked up over here.
Let's go.
But, you know, getting up to go do business, knowing that I should be at home watching Christmas movies with my kids, drinking hot cocos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the fireplace, I'm outside with a whole bunch of people that really could give 2 fucks about what I got going on. You know, and I had to try to be safe, and I had to be sociable, and I had to try to make some sales, and you know, I had to try to make it worth the time, you know. So it's like,
Let's go.
It's easier to just go home and just be a dad to my kids. You know, my kids love me regardless of how much weed I smoke with them or regardless of how many shots of Henny I take with them. You know,
You smoke weed with your kids?
man, nah, man. But you know, the homies only love you when you got some.
Let's go.
You know, niggas pop up, hey, you got some bud, and then you like, you know, we kicking it. But if I say no, they gonna go. They trying to get high. You know what I'm saying? So,
Man.
but my kids don't give a fuck. I tell my kid, hey, you got some Skittles? I'm like, nah. He like, all right, shit, fuck it then. We gonna play with these blocks until mommy comes.
Fortnite. Let's go.
Man, don't tell me about Fortnite. My son asking for some money right now to buy something.
Hey.
But yeah, man, being a dad is fulfilling, and you know that's one of the real. I love that part about it. You know, I'm a leader. I'm a leader. I was a leader before I had kids, and
Let's go.
You know, so it's always good to have my little soldiers train them up the way that I like them to be trained up. And,
Absolutely.
you know, they better versions of myself too. So
It's supposed to be, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
so what? Any new music coming out?
hell yeah, man, we got 8, 9, 10, 11 records, man. I'm trying to bust somebody over the head every 7 weeks next year. Yeah, I got some real big features too that I ain't gonna let the cat out the bag.
Come on, man. We need an exclusive, baby. Come on. We need an exclusive we can drop.
Who I got on? I
Something.
ain't even gonna tell y'all which projects they on, but I think I got like a Merkham's feature. I got
Okay.
I got a Jay Graham's feature.
Let's go.
I'm working on my Mitchie Slick feature, of course.
Ooh, shout out
I was
my boy Mitchie, bro.
supposed to have Mitchie Slick feature. I was supposed to have like 5 of them joints, man. But I was handling business. I was doing business, man, and sometimes I was just putting the business before myself, before my craft. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna get the money back. I ain't even tripping. But 2024, I'm gonna put the music first. I'm like, okay, this is what I need to have in order for me. You know, these mob trophies.
Absolutely.
I'm feeling good about me,
bro.
But yeah, I got a lot of stuff, man. Who else I got? I got some of the homies like Apollo. I'm shooting some stuff at Ray Riley right now.
Shout out to my boy Ray, bro. That dude is he's so stupid.
Yeah, man.
Nasty.
He's another one, man. You know, he got time behind him, you know. He's younger. He got the energy behind him, you know. He don't got no kids. He can work it.
He can go hard.
He can work it, man. You know, and I'm rooting for that guy. Boo Boo the Prince. A lot of people don't know about Boo Boo.
I don't know about Boo Boo the Prince.
You don't know about Boo Boo, you gotta know about Boo Boo. Boo Boo is big.
Let's go.
Big underground energy.
All right.
I'm talking about
put me on.
Yeah, Daygo Zoo, the A58 guys. He coming from up that way, but these guys are very militant.
Yeah.
You know, and they move with precision, you know what I'm saying? And that's all you want to be around in this industry, you know. You always want to be around people that try to bring it to the next level, you know. You never want to be around people that's fighting over crumbs and
facts.
You know, not doing nothing.
Over crumbs.
You know, jealous and bitter and like, oh man, this dude didn't, you know, like my picture, he don't like me. You know, it's like, nah, man, my man's is out there putting on for the city. He's repping San Diego.
Yeah.
And he's out there. He just did a little grimy run to Ohio, and then he went to Detroit, Chicago. He got one coming up in Brooklyn.
I'm gonna check him out.
You know what I'm saying? Check out Boo Boo the Prince. Boo Boo the Prince that's a god right there, man, and I love that guy. Some OGs from the underground, obviously Ric Scales.
Where Ric Scales,
man. Ric Scales is the incredible, man. That's like a big bro to me, you know. Me and him have a very special relationship. I really cherish our relationship, you know. It's not one that, you know, we ain't, you know, every day kicking it, but you know, when we do kick it and when we do hang out, man, it's very positive, and I always leave with a gem or two from him.
Yeah, man. I love San Diego, bro. We got so many good artists, man. I love it, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of energy here. It's just no money. You know what I'm saying? It's like if we had somebody going around giving out money to further a lot of these, or even just, you know, to teach it, because I know that's what they're trying to do. Like I think I want to say Mickey Vale and them are trying to do something like Parker Meridian and Platform Collection. I don't know if you're really familiar with them.
No.
A lot of San Diego underground, real underground shit though. You never gonna see these guys at some of these other events. You know? That's how underground it is. But you know, they try to teach the word and preach it, and for a lot of people do pick it up. Like I seen you had I would think the guy's name is John Keith.
Oh, that's my guy. Yeah, I just did him.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't know about him, bro. You know? And the dude is like. Phew.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest reasons I wanted to have him on. You know what I mean? Because, bro, like, San Diego need to know about John Keith, bro. John Keith is, but he's so nasty. If you go outside of San Diego to other cities, bro, he has hundreds of people, thousands of people in the crowd going crazy. Like, know all his lyrics, bro.
All the lyrics,
it's crazy.
I've seen some of his videos, but that's what I'm saying, though. You know, the San Diego market is like that. You know, it's like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? That's like Nipsey said, what they call you and where you from.
Yeah.
If you're not saying none of that, I don't even care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Southeast San Diego, and like a lot of my childhood experiences, like girls would be like, "Oh, you too dark for me to date you."
What?
Yeah, man. So you know what I'm saying?
What?
It was just one of those spaces, you know. And then, you know, I dated a lot of Hispanic girls growing up and stuff like that. I grew up in Logan, so you know, I just dated a lot of Hispanic. I just dated the girls that like me. You know, if you like me, then I was talking to you.
Wow.
It wasn't even until I graduated high school to where I'm capping. High school, I had my girlfriend was black. She was chocolate like me. She was chocolate like me, you know. But I mean, outside of that, you know, and that's the demographic. You know, if you're not a part of the corrosive community, you know, if you're not part of that nonsense, you know, sometimes you get overlooked. And I was listening to some of his interviews, some of his takes, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's true. You know, you listening to, I think he was talking about J1 or P1 or calling out Rick Ross and them.
Yeah, P1.
That's how it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We downtown selling dope, and I'm like, you know what? This ain't really working for me. You know, I'm not really feeling this energy. You know, I'm poisoning the community. Next thing you know, niggas think, oh, you think you better than me? Niggas want to try to jump you and take your sack. Now you out here squabbling. You know what I'm saying? We Fifth Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Now we running from the trolley cops. You know, I got the dope on me. You know what I'm saying? The homie got the burner.
Hey, you did your dirt though, bro.
Look, and now we looking stupid. You know, all because I'm like, man, I don't think this the right idea.
Yeah.
You know, we over there in Kensington trying to get into some houses and shit. Nigga have a change of mind. Oh, you know what? I'm about to go home. My dad gonna whoop my ass. Now niggas like, oh, you gonna snitch on us. Now niggas wanna try to come shoot you. And, you know, you like, damn, homie, I can't, you know. But that, you know, that's how it is, you know.
Man, that's wild, bro. Yeah, you had your experiences for sure.
Man, listen, I got a million stories, man. I was outside though, you know, and the people that know me, they know me. I don't gotta go around and, you know, people always ask me, hey, who you know from over here? You know, they wanna know how much respect to give you. But I try to just keep, you know, you don't need to know that. Yeah. You know, but you know, just know that.
Favorite taco shop in San Diego?
Humberto's off 25th and Market. You know?
I haven't been to that one.
It's the real Humberto's. Everybody that wanna go to the one on for 43rd. But you know what I'm saying? The Mexicans over there, the Mexicans over here in Logan is different. Know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's different, man. So, you know, the Humberto's off of 25th. 25th, not the red and white, the Humberto's next to the little frutaria.
Let's go.
Next to the
What you ordering when you over there?
Oh man, I'm like, you know, I was a big fan of corn asada fries for a long time, but I'm a fat boy now. You know, I get the 3-roll tacos.
Hey, you slimmed up a little bit though.
You know, I'm trying to get back into my, you know
what I'm saying?
I was a lean green fighting machine for a very long time. So, you know, I kind of let up off it and let the, you know, fat daddy season, you know? But I'm a grizzly bear, you feel me? But I used to get the corn asada fries. Now I get the 3-roll tacos with the corn asada on top.
Let's go.
Con todo. That's my nickname. They say me con todo. Yeah, man. Either the Humberto's off of 25th or I'm eating at the Alberto's right there on the red and white taco shop.
Okay.
Daygo TV know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about, man.
And if I go in there, I'm getting a burrito supreme with con todo, you know, everything in that thing. They got beans, rice, the goddamn corn asada. Boy, listen.
Let's go, bro.
Indeed. And if I'm not eating there, I'm eating at Chef Buddha's, the soul food spot.
Chef Buddha's, I haven't been there.
Chef Buddha's, the food truck.
Food? Food truck. I've seen it, but I've never been. I heard it was good though.
Man, delicious, man.
Yeah.
You know, or I'm eating at Mom's Chickens and Waffles, formerly known as Rhythm's Chicken and Waffles. You know,
okay.
That's my boy Brian Foxworth and them. I went to school with them and shit
Let's
like
go,
that. So
bro.
you know, big energy. You know, I'm sliding for the homies and shit like that. Yes, sir. Or I'm eating at Salud, you know, and fucking with Salud. Big Ernie always take care of me, man. I love Salud. Man, best Taco Tuesday prices, you feel me? Or I might go to Border X. Give me some horchata beers.
This dude you need like a blog.
Hey, listen,
blog.
man, that's what we was gonna do, man. I'm gonna eat at Hayes, man. If y'all haven't been to Barrio Logan and ate at Hayes, you sleeping. If y'all haven't been to Cuatros Milpas or 664 Birria over there in Logan, man, sleeping, bro.
Who got better Mexican food, San Diego or LA?
San Diego.
Okay.
San Diego.
I was about to say, bro. I was about to San
Diego.
Get you.
But you know the thing about LA Mexican food is they cook it to survive. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my opinion, man. Everywhere you go, everything got beans and rice in it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like San Diego, they don't do that. You know, San Diego more like designer food. You know, it's like bougie food. You know what I'm saying? When you go up there, their food is like, you know, it's really from the people. It's really from the streets. But down here in Daygo, it's like, you know, it's handcrafted. You know, craft beer and shit. Like you're like, oh man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. I appreciate you for coming on, bro, man. That's what
Thank you.
This is a treat for me, my guy.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Do you want to leave anything for your fans?
Yeah, man. Shout out to all my spookies first and foremost, man. Everybody that's rocking with the spooky gang and all that. Shout out to all my spookies, Smalls, Uno, Sick Rick the Don, Milky Wayne, Lord Schmiz, motherfucking goddamn Speak Easy. You know, Milky Wayne. I think I said Milky Wayne. I'm gonna say his name again. No, that's the OG.
Let's go.
Everybody that's fucking with Spooky Gang, man. All my spookies out there. You know what I'm saying? Keep holding this down. I know it's a lot going on, and you know, appreciate it. Everybody that's supporting, you know, that's liking, commenting, sharing, buying the merchandise. You know, listening to the music. Appreciate that. Thank y'all for supporting us. Supporting me specifically and keeping me in the loop, you know, giving me the energy to keep going. To the fans, man, be ready. I'm really trying to make y'all happy and make y'all proud. I'm gonna make myself happy though too. So y'all just gonna catch the residuals of that. This is for me, you know, and y'all gonna get the residuals. And if y'all like something a little bit more, you know, let me know. You know, we'll do some customs. But this for me,
man. Once again, bro, I'm proud of you, man. What you're doing, pushing the culture
Hendo
forward, bro. You know, and showing love. Every time I see you, man, you always been positive vibes, bro. You know what I mean? Love what you're doing for the culture. You know what I mean? Love your music. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we appreciate everything you're doing, man, and spend some time with the brother today. You know what I'm saying? I know you're a very busy man.
Appreciate it.
You know, you everywhere, so performing everywhere, you know, so I know you're very busy. And Big Hendo, I appreciate you, man, and everything you're doing for us.
Big Hendo, I appreciate you as well, man. You know, it's Daygo on mine. San Diego versus everybody, man. We're going to put San Diego first, man.
We love you. And like I said, I want you guys to understand, too, some of these questions I keep asking because I want, you know, us to learn from this. I love this city. I'm not from here. I'm a transplant. But dude, this is the best city I've ever been to in my life. I've been around a lot of different, you know, countries and cities and stuff. So I love San Diego. So I want us to all eat. I want all us get to the next level. So we got to work together and show love with, you know, as a unit and to get to that next level. So we got to have these conversations.
The conversations be a little tough, you know. Yeah. Because sometimes you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot, you know. You don't want to seem like the outcast, or you don't want to be like that odd energy. You don't want to be that guy, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is, and, you know, when you enter some of these spaces, you know, it's best to just be as honest as possible. Now, sometimes you always gotta say stuff, you know. If I'm not feeling something and somebody doing, that's cool, you know. I don't gotta go out there and say that, you know. I just keep it to myself, and you know, that's my own personal opinion. Yeah. But the town is the town. Well, you know, we win as a unit and we lose as a unit. You know, look what the Chargers did to us today against the Raiders. You know, embarrassed us. Yeah. You feel me? But that don't mean I'm not gonna be no Charger tomorrow. You know, hey, we went out there, we lost. We're gonna regroup, and you know we're gonna keep the optimism there, and one day we're gonna hope we get to the Super Bowl. Yes. But in the meantime, you know, shit, you know, I'm a Charger, I'm a Padre, I'm a Padre. You know, that is what it is. Now you might think my style is a little different, you know, but hey, that's cool, you know. But the town first, you know, and I'm from San Diego, you know, I'm born and raised here. I lived outside of San Diego for quite some time too, just as long as I've lived in San Diego. So I've seen it, you know, I've seen some other ways for it to be done, you know, and if you pay attention to what I'm doing and how I'm doing things, that's all I'm doing. I've seen it done this way, and I believe that this is the way. You know, we're gonna go out there and network. I'm telling you, Boo Boo. He gonna come in here. When you talk to Boo Boo, you gonna see it's a lot of energy out there. You just gotta sift through it, you know. Yeah. And he not the type that's gonna, you know, you're not gonna see him on a lot of the nonsense. You know, you gotta find him. Yeah. And it's 1,000 other like that. You know, shout out my boy Nimi, Apollo. I know I'm forgetting a lot of people, but you know, it's a lot of people out there that's really. Those are just the people off the top because those are people in my inner circle. Yeah, but you know, it's a lot of people out there that's really grinding and really working. The Ray Rileys is out there, you know. The John Keefes are out there. They're out there working, you know what I'm saying? And you might be from San Diego. You might not really hear about them, but that don't mean they're not getting it off and going to, you know, get their little bag. So
hell yeah. Hey man, I'm proud of y'all. Love all y'all, man. Let's keep it. Let's work as a unit and let's get to this bag for sure. Yeah. All right, man. Hey man, Sham Blak is in the building.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you guys. Big Hendo Unplugged. Let's get it.
Spooky.